If you unmute your mic, it actually works. So, welcome to episode 74 of our Football Manager Hobo To Hero series. It's been a while since that's the last one of these. So, to wrap this up, I guess we have 4 matches left here, as you can see at the bottom, until the end of the season, and they are somewhat sparse throughout the next 3 months. So there's a lot of stuff going on, but not many matches. The season will also end. This is one of these weird Football Manager things, I think. I'm not sure if it's a correct simulation of the way it works in Malaysia. But the last match actually is within the range of new contracts. So the match against Super DT will be played with whatever the new squad for the new season is. Here's that. In other news, as you can see, this is the current state of the league. So it's very unlikely that we will manage to finish first. Selangor will probably manage to do that again, given that they have 2 matches in hand, and it's just it's a 2-point gap already. So up until 8 points, depending on how they play in the next 2 matches. Don't know when these will happen. Maybe we can have a look. So they have a Champions League match, then a match on the Liga Super against Kuching, then a cup match, then a match against Kedah. So yeah, throughout the month. Nope. No, I don't. And this is very much our own undoing. Remember back when we threw Selangor out of the cup? That's why. Also, welcome back to the stream. Yeah, but that's it. So as long as we throw Selangor out of the cup, we probably won't have. Actually, that doesn't make sense, does it? Tell me why. Wow. Wow. So let me think about it for a second. If Selangor win the cup competition and they are still in the cup competition, they get... Yeah, this doesn't make sense. So usually second in the league does get something, I think. But it's been removed. And to be honest, I'm kind of confused by the league rules overall. Yeah. Thanks for that one. Ouch. You didn't scare me this time there. So usually you get qualified for the AFC Champions League playoff, and it depends on the winner of the Shupi Piala FA. And the Shupi Piala FA, we got knocked out in the quarterfinal. And Johor DT won after extra time, so I guess Johor DT won the Shupi Piala FA. That's why they go to the qualification. So for us to get something in second place, Johor DT would need to win the league. That's very unlikely to happen. I hope that wraps it up nicely. So I guess this is how it works. As you can probably tell, I'm also, my brain's kind of tired. Alright, so what else? Well, we have a few matches going on. But they are, at the end of October. So it's basically 1 month of nothing. As a result, we will probably have some friendlies. And don't worry, I will not watch all of them. I might if somebody's interested, but I don't think we will do any of those. So obviously we play against those clubs that... Well, probably not those. There will be, yes. In particular, probably our own. That's better. So I guess Sarawak Kuching. If they want to come in twice. I think once a week is nice. That should be fine. Oh, Kuching twice. Yeah, that won't work. Whatever. We'll do it like this. And obviously afterwards, it's just the same. We are out of any competition that might influence all of this. So there's just only matches left. So I guess we will have a few more friendlies. I can arrange multiple, can't I? There we go. One against Sarawak. Another one against Sarawak. Did I mention that there we can also play against Sarawak? Great. Oh. I guess Kuching are no longer available. Okay. So, contracts. Yeah, sure. There might be contracts that end pretty soon. Let's have a look at our shortlist though. So on our shortlist, there are 5 players that might be interesting to us. There's Nazir person, for example. No. He still wants to play way out of trouble though. So, I don't know. Contract status expiring is the thing to go for, right? Have a look at this. No, there it is. Yep. Yep. So it seems like all of these are under contract and some of them expire. And it is sorted by wages right now. So there's definitely some opportunity to sign players that might be useful or not. In particular those that have low wage requirements. For example, Mr. Nazarudin, if you can remember him. I still don't think he's a bad player, and at this point he's 22. Contract expires, so that would be an idea. I do not recall if he's susceptible to injury though. It doesn't say here, so I guess he isn't. But there's also contracts expiring like this one, for example. Okay, he's probably not worth it. I mean, very good finishing and composure and stuff, but yeah, not exactly the type of player I'm looking for. And Sahar, I have my doubts in this case. And that's just to the fact that Baru is barely any different, I think. Yeah. So, I think this is not worth it. In comparison to Baru. Sure, he might have higher potential. Where is it? Winger. So, the technical aspects are barely any different. There's barely any difference. On the mental side, barely any difference. And on the physical side, Baru is even a little bit faster, but has lower agility. Both have no balance whatsoever, and stamina is low. I don't think I will pay whatever he wants after his contract expires. I just don't. It's not worth the money, I think. Nazarudin, on the other hand, that might be a very good idea, but he's on the shortlist already. So I'll move him to the actual candidates shortlist. I think he is. Because we do not have a second Shadow Striker for next season. And Juan Servin can play both, actually, Striker and Shadow Striker, and might also be retrained for the right wing at some point. For now, though, I guess the most important expiring contracts are our own. So let's have a look at this. This is not in this overview. Contracts expiring. Badrul Hisham has no contract for now, so I guess that could be an idea. And then there's Ankun, Baru, Mazrin. Baru? Baru's contract does extend after we avoided relegation. I think that will happen. We could also, well, what's our perspective? What's our perspective on Baru's contract? Do we want to keep him? 6.78, 3 goals, 3 assists. He's 25 now, so any increase in value is not expected. Doesn't matter much though. We would not want to keep him for any increase in value. He was backup player, I think, well, on paper at least. I don't know. Gets 90 euros per assist. Also, well, his contract will be extended anyway after we avoid relegation. So it's more about, can we give him a better, can we give him a contract that's better for us? About that. Similar situation with Mazrin, I think. Yeah. So he had his 15 appearances, that's for sure. We just need to avoid relegation. I do not know why this didn't trigger yet. There's Harsh Singh. For 25 euros, yeah, that's probably not too bad, but same here, we can go with a month-to-month basis, I think. Nobody seems to be interested for now. Norman Ankun's contract actually expires. Well, I think he wanted like 400 euros a week or something. So his performances this season have been satisfactory, I would argue. But my concern here is the money. So I'm willing to offer him 250 or whatever. In fact, that's exactly what he earns with very high bonuses. But these barely matter, to be honest. He didn't achieve them very much. The appearance fee is something that is a bit annoying. So I guess I would be willing to offer him a new contract, but I don't know if he's interested. And it really depends on the money. Between 425 and 500. He's extremely keen to stay. Alright. So the agent hates me anyway. But I will not blow 500 euros a week over a wage budget on Norman Ankun. He's not that good. I don't know yet how we will line up then. So, next match is the friendly against Sarawak. We will focus on those players that need sharpness. Sure. That should do. Same as here. That's quite a few friendlies. So, you had any specific ideas about, I don't know, positions or players that you would want to see in the squad? Could also try to look at the short list, come to think of it. I know how much he wants. It says in the scouting report. It says between 55 and 85. Which reminds me, I want to do something. Huh. So, Nazarudin versus Ankun. I know. Might be 150, who knows. But Norman Ankun wants 425 to 500 euros base wage, without the bonuses. Obviously, slightly different interpretation of the midfield role, or the positions that they can play there. That said, both are playmaker-ish types. Norman Ankun is a little bit faster, not that it matters much. Funnily enough, Nazarudin seems to be the more physical type. And, well, Ankun is more defensively minded. Nazarudin isn't. The attacking department of Nazarudin is fairly bad. But if we look at attributes for... I'll just try, I don't know, central midfielder on attack. That's what we use him for, usually. Seems like both have no stamina. On the physical side, Norman Ankun is slightly better, but, well, this seems to be due to natural fitness. Maybe a little bit pace, but that barely matters. The jumping reach on Nazarudin, that might be useful in attacking as well as defensive situations. On the mental side, Ankun's better, and on the technical side, I guess Ankun's better too, but he can't dribble and he can't shoot. So, I don't know. But in comparison, I think Nazarudin is well worth the money. If we want him. At least he's level-headed, so why not? Alright. Let's try this, won't we? So his contract does run out. He wants to be a fringe player. Has he excellent domestic signing for the future? Nobody else is interested. Well, he wants 160 though. So you are correct, this is not always accurate. In this situation it isn't at all. Is this something that we want to afford for him? He's a domestic player. How did he do last time he played for us? 6.95 and 22 matches in the Liga Super. He had not a single appearance for Kuala Lumpur this season. For whatever reason. It's a bit much, isn't it? Team of the Year bonus. Sure. I don't think he will care, but I'll give him 2k if he makes Team of the Year. Like he can also have a gold bonus, at least a tiny one. It will barely matter, but something like this. And I will also give him a bonus for if he manages a certain amount of assists and goals scored. Where is it? Because he is an attacking midfielder, after all. So it is likely that he will, well, if he does well, he will get there. If he doesn't, I don't care. But 15 goals and assists is something that I would be very willing to pay for, right? Says he couldn't possibly accept. He wants more base wage. So let's make it 110. Throw some of this at him. maybe make the bonuses here 30. Okay. 120, but we have better players for 130. Nah. We'll try to make it more performance-based. Okay. He's pleased that we've almost reached a deal. So we'll do that. We'll try at 110, and if his contract runs out, we can still poach him afterwards. Okay? He doesn't like that. Fine. So that failed. But we were very close, and he might reduce his demands in the future. In particular, once he leaves his current club. This, by the way, is very interesting. I don't know about the potential of this guy. But this one's fairly pro. And, well, he doesn't know how to cross the ball. But physical side seems very impressive. And, well, obviously I like the personality. In fact, I like it very much. Yeah, that's fair. That said, I think a few of these contracts will be extended anyway. Safri to sing. I think there's a slight difference. Do you want me to go into the attributes actually? Let's have a look at this. So this would be wingback on support in our current formation and most likely in all of them. Safri has very low teamwork and work rate. So that's definitely concerning. Let me put it like this, I'm not sure if it's worth the difference in money. And well, seeing he's fickle. I don't know. So he might have teamwork and work rate, but personality in general maybe not as great as Safri's, which is fairly pro plus reserved. Yeah, in particular for 25, that's true. If we give him a new contract though, which I don't have to, but well, his current one runs out. So if we would want to sign him on a new deal, he will probably want 100 or something too. I don't know, but well. Is there another contract that runs out? Some Motherance is a problem, but that will be extended. Sings runs out, but we don't care. Kamarudin, did I extend his loan? No, I didn't. And I think they didn't want to, if I recall correctly. They also do not want to sell him for less than 80k, so that's a no-go. He'll just be gone. We need to plan without him. This one, his contract runs out. They have a 1-year clause. I do not really think we need him. That said, it wouldn't be the worst signing ever. But he didn't develop at all. Like, who cares? And, well, as a ball-winning midfielder, he might do in the future. It's not the worst idea, but he's not great at it. And I don't really need a central midfielder on defend duty. So, don't know. Forget. Well, I guess my question is, do I really want that? He has good tackling and aggression. Strength is fairly low. He barely played for us. Depends a bit on the formation played, I think. What's your alternative? Ankun, Zakaria, Diego, Dumart. That's true. That's true. If he wants no money whatsoever, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay. So we don't know, obviously. He might be way more expensive. In fact, no, they don't want to pay his wages. So we can't make it any cheaper, can we? They want 20k for him. No. His contract runs out. Fuck off. We'll find something. Halim. I am really confused by the prospect of signing this guy. So he's on Sporting. And Sporting, I don't care if he's sporting or unsporting. I really don't. Media handling says unflappable and media friendly. Alright. So I guess he has some resistance to pressure or something. And in comparison to Badrul Hisham, where did he go? In comparison to Badrul Hisham, that's the wrong one. Here we go. He's on a similar level on the defending side. Better mentally, slightly better technical, it's very low speed and very low physical attributes in general. So I guess my question is this worth it? I have my doubts. On the other hand, he's 17-year-old and he's Malaysian. The off-the-ball movement is really bad, but otherwise, I mean, sure, this is not good enough in Malaysia. Then again, he has way to go. Assuming we get him for cheap. Alright, we might try this, why not? Same here. We'll make an offer for 0. I feel this is fine. By the way, the rest of them is bound by contract until 27 or later. So if nobody wants to offer us some money for them, he doesn't want to join us anyway. So that's it. Not interested. Next match is between Kuala Lumpur and Sabah. Great. Not all of this stuff. That's fine. That's also fine. Alright. Lily says no match here. Oh, there is a match there. So, Kuala Lumpur won against Sabah, which means they are within striking distance, actually. Well, if Kedah lose. Interesting. Selangor will need to play against Perak, so I guess we have nothing to do in this week. Might as well slot in a friendly here, won't we? That's the end of October. Here. Great. So we play against Kuching and Sarawak for like a million times. That's better. The agent of Norman Ankun wants, well, first of all, he hates me. And second of all, he wants a new contract from Norman Ankun, but for 425 to 500, I don't think I will. I don't think I will do this either. That's totally fine. This isn't. We can't afford this. And I will not pay 350 for him. He's not worth that amount of money. I just won't. What's going on here? Oh, we will play them within the week. We need to adapt the schedule. Where is it? It's Perak in November. Perak in November. This is here. So the friendly against Sarawak is no problem here, but this friendly against Sarawak might be a problem. I'll cancel this one. I think a few days of rest are probably a good idea. Thanks. Talents! Intake of youth players. For some reason, they even have faces. I didn't run the script yet. What's going on here? What? What? Outspoken and volatile. So either we play with him. The attributes are certainly a good idea. Well, the attributes are good. Or we make some money on him. The issue is we have a striker that is fairly good. And I'm not sure if this one's better. Sure, exciting youngsters are always a good idea. I don't know yet. But this is probably one that we can sign. I don't think so. So the issue is we spent way too much on our youth players. So He's spirited. That's not too bad. Left-footed. Very low technical capabilities, sadly. Mentals are also concerning. Might still be an idea, Mr. Aziz. Jalil is fairly pro. I'm not very impressed. No, I don't think we need to look through the rest here. Bunch of unambitious guys. In fact, most of them are unambitious. Yes, it is. But I think I had a look earlier. Oh. Youth grant is, where is it? Youth grant is 268, and we spent whatever amount of money on youth players. It's a percentage of the youth players' wage, basically. I'm not sure if it was 50% or something, but it's something like this. At least if I can recall correctly. We had a look at this earlier. Well, not earlier. A few streams ago. I don't know anymore. In fact, we can probably have a look here. So, yeah. We spent 769 on youngsters. And youth grant is 268. So it's not a third. It's a fifth? No. Holy fuck. It is a third. It's not half of it. It's a third. Math shouldn't be that hard. That said, it's not exactly a third. I don't know how this is calculated. I just don't know. We do need to get rid of some players, though. These? All of them? Sure. Can we... That doesn't make it any better. Great. So... do we need to... I guess we need to comment on this, right? What do you think? Well, at least according to the star rating. I think he might do, yes. My biggest concern here is that Elbug is still under contract, and Olegs Raj has... he's balanced, but he's volatile and outspoken, if I recall correctly. Here we go. So, I wouldn't want to start with him into the season and rely on him entirely. But as some sort of a, I guess, secondary striker on the bench, he's definitely an option. I do not disagree. So, in other words, I would be willing to sign a youth contract with him. In fact, we should probably do this immediately. Fine. And obviously he wants more money, of course. So, he might also be worth this amount of money. No issues. That said, we have some time. Nobody else is interested in him just yet. He's basically born at our club. Well. So, we will try to be assholes about it, won't we? Okay. Thought so. Well. He can have the bonuses. Fuck that. Have 1 year of additional contract. And I'll pay him 40. Okay. We will get back into negotiations later on. We'll figure it out. Ballsy. Unambitious. Level-headed. A central defender. As a right back, he will probably not do. Mentals are a little bit off. And, well, the strength and the jumping reach are lackluster, to say the least. I do not think I'm interested here. And I'm very prone to sign all of the youth players, so I want to... well... well, the biggest issue, he's a poacher. I don't play with poachers. But I think he will do, yes. I won't be that excited just yet. He might be at the end of his potential or something. Says he's at Liga Super level. We'll see. I realize. Thanks. But we need to sign him first, and maybe he's an issue in the squad or something. I don't know yet. We'll see. What about this one? He's balanced. Suspected to be a ball-winning midfielder. Outspoken. Great. Well... to be fair, we do use a ball-winning midfielder, but not in this position. As an attacking midfielder, will probably not field him anytime soon. He might have potential. I'm not convinced yet. It says elite talents, so maybe. Then there's... go away. Then there's a goalkeeper. I don't know why I would do that. Goalkeeper seems to be an issue. Get another poacher. This one's way worse though. I cannot see a sun in the sky. Karim. Similarly, but he's a little bit better. Fairly determined and level-headed. There's worse personalities, let's put it like that. But I don't think I want to spend money on him. To be honest, I do not want to go through all of these. I think there was one fairly pro player in between somewhere. So this one, for example, he curls balls, dictates tempo, but he also tries to play way out of trouble. Bad trade for a playmaker. This one, is unambitious and I guess level-headed. Attacking midfielder in the center, can't pass, can't finish. He's fast, that's it. He's fairly ambitious, but he's only fast. And that's all he has. Jacob, that's a little bit better. At least he can cross the ball. That said, he has low technique and mentals are inexistent. That was Jacob. Yet another balanced player, right back. Can cross the ball, but he's fairly slow. I don't think he's necessarily bad, but I'm not sure if I want to sign him. This one, I would probably just sign for the personality, to be honest. And obviously, if you have a different opinion, feel free to share. He's spirited. That might do too. The rest of him is basically unambitious, everyone. He's 1.77 m, so he might learn how to jump after all. The rest of it, though, I mean, pace 4, acceleration 4, this is very concerning. But yeah, it's basically Olegs, I think. Anyone with really, really low sharpness, please. You all can do 45 minutes. So the youth intake is basically Olegs and the rest is trash in comparison. That's what I read into it, at least. Well, last year's youth intake was fairly similar with the exception of Oleg. That was missing. And the one prior to that contained, well, none of them made it with the exception of Zakaria. And Zakaria was an outstanding talent back then already. He was 3-star territory, I think. I might confuse a year or two, so there might have been something else. But in Zakaria's case, we knew that he was fairly good back when we found him. And he didn't really get any worse ever since. That said, performances on the pitch are, well, I guess this season they are alright. Last season they were interesting. Actually, we didn't find him in our youth intake. It's, as it seems, we found him at Sarawak. So that's also an opportunity, obviously. There might always be a good player at one of our feeder clubs that may or may not want to come over. For example, there's the recommendation to sign, give him a professional contract. That's just absurd. I don't think I will. Doesn't make sense. Contract runs out, he can leave. But I don't think we will find anyone. Great. I will not ask him to sign the recommended players. I will offer him a new contract. He doesn't want to come in. Don't know. Doesn't seem like it, no. In fact, we don't even have know-how about their youth players. That said, they have some. Well, Kuching's under 19 is gigantic. But we have no idea about him either. Then what's our other feeder club again? No, it's not PSIS, that's in Indonesia. Club info, affiliates, there we go. SSTMI, obviously. Whatever that means. Sekolah Sukan Tunkun Makota Ismail. Alright. So that's probably school here. I cannot interpret the rest. I have no idea. And to be honest, I wouldn't want to rely on this translation either. They have a bunch of players that I'm very interested in. For example, this one. But he's just not interested. Sure, we can scout one, but not all of them. Okay, apparently this is the way it is. Yeah, but to be honest, the sales side is probably the more important one this season. The sales or release side. There's no extra training here. Oh, he's unhappy with the high amount of quickness. Okay. Silamite could become more. He could become better than Elbug. I disagree. I think. Yeah, it's just. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking. So this is all of the trash we have, right? I'm thinking we sign maybe the fairly ambitious one, maybe the fairly pro one, maybe the spirited one, and, well, Olegs, if we get him. Because, well, I might have been too calm about this. We might have needed to pay him 45 or 50 in this last contract negotiation. That said, we will get him at some point. If he doesn't sign for anyone else, and, well, nobody else is interested just yet. So, we might have a good chance. We do need to do these manually, though. Because, well, I cannot tell the director of football sign these 3 players and then he will have reasonable youth contracts for them. I can tell him sign recommended players and he will sign everyone, but, well, that's not what I want. What's with him? I think that's fairly low, but he might reach Baru level. And some ambition in the squad probably doesn't hurt. He's fairly susceptible to injuries. Nah. Nah. I don't want anyone that's susceptible to injuries if it doesn't need to be. This one. If I compare him to Singh, not sure what to say. I think the technical side is not debatable. The mental side, obviously, he's really lazy and doesn't know how to work in a team. And the physical side, our Singh is definitely better. That said, I still think Azwan Jalil might be worth 25 euros. Yep. That is alright. So, we would have that one. Then there's the spirited player here. I think the versatility plus the pace, plus some technique, teamwork, and work rate. I think we will find a position for this one. Somehow. Not necessarily in a senior squad, but given that he's spirited, he's likely to develop at least a little bit. And he wants to be a youngster. So that's these two. Then we have a bunch of unambitious guys. None of these is very impressive. The goalkeeper for sure isn't. This Fozzy person has fairly good tackling. But he's small. He's weak. I think I've seen way worse. The problem is he's not tall enough. At the age of 15, I don't know. Do they grow in Football Manager, players? Do you know? Okay, apparently they grow. So he might even do as a central defender. But yeah, ball-winning midfielder is also an idea. So we'll try youngster here. Apparently he needs to be... I'm sure he will accept an adhesion contract. Something like this. Well, apparently I was mistaken. So he still gets these. He doesn't get the increase. He's pleased that we've almost reached the deal. So get rid of that. He wants the wage. Give him 50 here. If we have a clean sheet, we can pay him 15 euros. Don't care about this. I do want that clause though. Fine. Oleg didn't want to talk to us. I think that's it for now. I really try not to sign that many youth players. Usually I'm very prone to doing this. Marzir trains well as always. Don't really need to comment on all of this, do I? Sure. Should probably throw in the players for the friendlies that need sharpness. That's not a bad idea. I had something similar in mind. Ankun's just way too expensive. I'm not strictly pissed by him or something. He's just too expensive. We might even make him stay for half a season on a month-to-month basis. But I don't think I will pay him like 450. It's just not worth it. But in general, I agree with your well, your concept. I think this is a good concept. I had something similar in mind. Amat is available. No, he's not. He's on international duty. What the hell is going on with Juan? He played 300 minutes of 300 available in the last. Yeah, but Ahmad is well. If we get Nazarudin between 55 and 80, I agree. Well, if we can get an alternative, Ahmad might need to go. It depends. I'll just leave this to the assistant manager, whoever that is. Apparently we hammered him for 1, and Elbug contributed with 2 goals. Please tell me there's no issues with the medical department. Juan played, it seems. Sprained ankle ligaments. 4 to 6 weeks. Great. What was he signed a new youth contract? Alright. So now we either have a central defender or we train him to be a ball-winning midfielder. I don't have a strong opinion on it either way. I guess versatility doesn't hurt, right? So we approach it like this. If he grows and has a lot of jumping reach all of a sudden, we might still go back to a central defender. No problem. He does have the heading skill for it, and the rest of it doesn't hurt. So that works. Let's have a look at Oleg again. Olegs. I fucked that up. Asman Khalil is in the under-19s. Now has a contract. Well, I mean, I guess ball control, maybe. It barely matters. Which one? That's not a striker. For a midfielder, though, he's not that bad either. Well, I mean the passing's fairly low. He does have technique, though. Stamina's there. Not horrible. Balanced and outspoken. A striker, you said. So, just the rules. This one? My biggest concern with this is that he's very weak in the rest of his attributes. Khalil Abdul Karim. Khalil Abdul Karim. Yeah. So I had a look. I wanted to compare him to Selamat now, and that's obviously not a player that I would want in the senior squad either. There's barely a difference, but that also means, well, this guy never made it to the senior squad. Didn't make a single appearance, and he has better personality. For some reason, this goalkeeper is fairly rated fairly well. How do I get rid of this? Playing them, I mean, sure, but to be honest, I don't really want to bother. I think Selamat will leave, and same with Kalim. I don't want to take in all of the youth players. It might be a better idea to finally get rid of all of the additional wages. And obviously, in the case of Olegs, I will make an exception, and I made the odd other exception, but the Sarawak United under 21s win the Piala Presiden? Okay. Okay. And it was Rumley that impressed. Sure. But I have my doubts about signing the youth player that you recommended right now, and same with everything else. He has good teamwork, good work rate, no stamina. Well, decent work rate. Pressing forward might work. He's a shitty finisher though. He knows how to play a pass, somewhat at least. Dribbling's not high enough. I guess we make him a winger anyway. Or at least we try. Nobody wants Modisha. Cool. I think I will do a short break. In fact, a longer one. Like 3 or 4 minutes. I will grab something to eat. I didn't have food just yet, and I will continue the string afterwards. I have a few more hours at best, so yeah, I guess it's worth the effort. So see you in a few minutes. Gabriel. Apparently Kamarudin will play in the Malaysian under 23. Well, another Rudin. No, it says estimated wages between 95 and 130. That's more realistic, I guess. I think I'll wait until he leaves his club, though. Given that I'm always willing to make a deal, I might offer out some of the youth players and also the rest of them. That said, I don't think anyone wants our youth players. Come on, Oleg. Don't be like that. We made a profit this month. Well, that's surprising. Okay. Masrin has grown more loyal, and also his sportsmanship has increased. That's not bad. It doesn't matter much, I think. Well, the loyalty might. Still does train well. Great. And Amat is more professional now, but he lost some resistance to pressure. That's not too bad. Professionalism is way more important. Let's have a look at the mentoring groups again. So that's the wrong Amat. There. Amat gained some professionalism, that's not too bad. And the other one was Mazrin. He's in a level-headed group. So that's why he gained some loyalty, that makes sense. Is he... He is level-headed himself though, so... Apparently not as loyal as the others. Well, not yet. What happened there? Okay. In the under 19s, Disney Shazi Kumar developed a little bit. Well, none of this is very important. Carlos da Costa Lima doesn't like his training for attack and movement. Yeah. Or on any player that needs to run down the line. Or anywhere on the pitch. I think that this is really great, but on Singh, I'm not so sure. Not like I hate the guy, I just think he's not good enough for our team and we might have better options. We might keep him for 25 euros. Like, as a backup. So I guess we switch this to long throws and then we will hate us, he will hate us for that in a week. Abidin. He's unhappy with the volume of quickness training. there is no high volume of quickness training for him other than team training, and he will keep that. So, no. Yeah, but nobody wants them. It's not for the lack of trying, that's for sure. We made it to second place. And the team of the month contains Badrul Hisham. Probably due to the 2 goals scored. Yeah, but the affiliates don't play in Liga M3. Do they? So, I don't know. Just pick a random player here. Him. Okay, he's out of contract. That's bad. What? What are you guys doing in the under-19s? Thanks. So... where's the agent's overview? There isn't the agent's overview. Why? That doesn't help me either. That's better. They just are not. So this is an unambitious right back. I do not think he will make it in the senior squad. And I could move him to an affiliate, you're correct. SSTMI or Sarawak. That said, they would not pay his wages, we would, right? Well, the problem is none of our affiliates is... where is it? They play somewhere. Sarawak don't. So SSTMI might actually play him in the Piala Bella Belia Group A. Our under-19s won that one. So we could spread our own players a little bit and hope that they play them. Or we throw those towards the feeder club that we don't think will make it for them to play them. That said, I think the competition's over, right? Who was it? Club info. It's SSTMI. Qualified. Yeah, we got thrown out apparently against Johor DT under 19. And that's all the competitions they play in? Seems like it. So that's done. Doesn't matter anymore for the season, so we might as well try it. Because with us, he will only play friendlies anyway. In fact, I don't think he plays at all. Well, barely. SSTMI can only loan players who are under 17. Okay. So somebody like Tofik Afik. Sure. Only in a transfer window. Okay. So much for that. I tried. Seems like the board is fairly happy with us. Supporters too. Yeah, we did. And whilst I'm whilst I'm somewhat interested in improving the squad, the quality of the squad, I do also think that it's not. I, I think improving the financial circumstances of the club is probably the primary concern, whilst keeping the squad quality at a similar level. I would call that a success. So obviously I should have signed this guy for 45 or 50. He might want 100 now. Who knows? Sure, you do that. That's right. Oh, Olegs. Cool. Yeah, why not? You do that. Once he's gotten over himself, maybe he will sign the contract after all. That's just outstanding. I have no idea what's going on with Mahars here. Hmm. And Shane Thomas Baru trends upwards too. Same as Chin Sum actually. Well, at least according to the rating and training. Not sure if he has any potential left in him. We'll see. Well, his marking is fairly good. So, my in case of Mahar Zero, I think it makes sense. Um, Sometimes it's not a good idea to mark the opponent tightly, though. Say if the central defender cannot cope with the quickness of the attacker, marking him tightly. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is in the central defender mentoring group. He tries to teach the other two how to play short, simple passes, and that makes sense from my perspective, the way we play. So I would very much like him to be in that one. That said, well, at least one of them, Fakrula, has a very good marking. The issue, again, is with the pace. So once they mark a player tightly, it means they leave their position, right? Their designated position, at least a little bit. So that could create some holes, and in a back four, I'm not so sure if that's a good idea. Like, on a ball-willing midfielder, I would have less concerns. And it also obviously requires a ton of mobility to mark opponents tightly. So, kind of conflicted on that. I mean, I guess you witnessed it overall. I did try to teach players more traits at the start of my streaming, back with in FM23. These days, I try to keep it to a minimum because it adds to the workload, and I'm not so sure if it's really useful most of the time. It's an interesting feature, and I like to fiddle with it, but same as with signing new players all the time, it feels like overdoing it is probably due to the detriment of the overall performance. Mentoring on the other side, that seems to have a positive effect, even if it's slow, but it's slow and steady. I don't know, I wouldn't have a problem. Say he had 15 points of throwing and some vision and decent decision making. Obviously, I would teach him to take long throws. to start counterattacks, but topic here is Harsey. Well, in particular, Harsey's professionalism. That didn't go up very far either. This is an interesting group though. Everybody has significant effect from everyone. If we had a model citizen, I would slap him in here. Well, Resolute is a combination of very good determination and fairly good professionalism. So, our example is this guy. He lost one point of determination, and ever since then, he's considered to be fairly determined. We know that he was resolute prior to that, though. So he does have, I think it's 14 points of professionalism or something. He's not bad from that perspective. We know that. Well, he might have lost it, but not all of it. That's for sure. It doesn't really show the progress, though. If you look at all of this. Maybe he trains as a Shadow Striker, not sure. Probably. Still, doesn't really show the progress. In fact, he's in decline, technically. We didn't play him that much, though. Well, 15 matches, but not for 90 minutes a match. So it's hard to tell if this is due to a lack of training intensity, the repeated injuries. I don't know. Could have gone another way. No, I could just accept it's a bad decision. But I'm not sure if the decision and the outcome in this instance are similar. Or if the interpretation the decision was wrong is correct. It might just be the bad outcome. Maybe in another season, Elbug would have hurt himself. He would have played a lot and, I don't know, scored 10 goals. Who knows? I can't turn time back, actually. I could load an old save if there was any. Yeah, just try it differently. But I don't want to. This is not how it works. Hi, welcome to the stream. I hope you had a good week, and I hope you have an even better weekend. So I'm actually kind of excited by... Wow. Okay. Well... Okay, that happens. This is Sarawak United in the Liga Super in Malaysia. We got them promoted a few seasons ago. And now we're fighting bravely against relegation, ending up, at least for now, we are third in the league. So there's 4 matches to go. We do not really have a chance to end up in the first spot anyway. So yeah, next 4 matches are more or less dead rubber each. If Selangor do not fuck it up. That said, they have 6 matches to play. So that's very unlikely. Not sure what's going on with this menu up there. But yeah. So basically the season was very exciting. We will not get relegated, that's for sure. If you are from Kuala Lumpur, then you will probably be disappointed either way, because both Kuala Lumpur clubs seem to be destined to go down. That's about it. This is vanilla skin. I think I used a different skin in, might have been FM22 or FM23, just because I couldn't bother to deal with all of the violet. What's it called? Pink? No, this is not pink. Well, this color here, you know, that stuff. I don't like that, so I downloaded something that used black, but otherwise, I barely bother with skins. Well, now I'm interested. What idea is that? Let me guess, scout them? We could also schedule friendlies for the youth players, can't we? But they consider this to be too far to travel. So they don't want to come. And well, the other affiliate club is Sarawak. They would want to come, but is it an option to play against Sarawak under 19s actually? That doesn't even exist, does it? We can play against Sarawak under 21s though. Maybe that helps. And I will try to do the same for the other club. I don't think that exists though. It's definitely not close either. What's the name again? SSTMI. So, Sam Williamson, what brings you to the stream? Yeah, and let me know if you're interested in anything in particular. Can we... There's only a senior squad here. The senior squad is a bunch of youth players. So no, we can't. Journal it, but good idea. I would have wanted to. Pushing again, sure. I tried to get rid of him, didn't work. Yes, summary. I should not forget Oleg, should I? Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, if they want to. So we schedule the under 21. Sure, there it is. What? Cool. Oh, this was our own. This was Sarawak United, not Sarawak. Sarawak have no under 21s, do they? It's all foreign stuff. Here, pushing under 21s. So I'm kinda best of the rest. Is that what you're saying? Thanks. What the hell is FC though? Honest question. That's just FIFA. Did they rebrand it at some point? Whatever. I didn't play that for ages. It must have been in 98 or something that I played some version of FIFA. Yeah. Well, I don't own it. I do not want to support EA. Like, isn't this like, this comes with some sort of additional client, doesn't it? Okay, okay. Yeah. Well, thanks for the explanation. I wasn't aware. But, yeah. I think... Isn't all of the EA stuff on Origin anyway? So, we finished scouting him. Oh! Well... That serves him right, I guess. Doesn't it? Let them fight each other. I would really like to sign this guy, but he's not interested. That's the issue. And I have no idea why. Obviously, we are the better club. He might just want to remain there, to continue his development. That's a really big issue. Not like what anymore? Their own app. You know, I'm of a bygone era. For me, an app is something on a mobile phone. So I realized that they rebranded it, and now everything on a PC is also called an app. But in my generation, we call this a program. But I guess it's an app. Sure. Um, Interesting question. So, given that journalists will probably not want to deal with another rant about good management, I think I will go with I was born and raised in Stuttgart in Germany, so I'm somewhat affiliated to Stuttgart from the emotional perspective, and it's fairly easy to say that these days, given how they perform in the league, but it always has been like this, and well, they might as well fight against relegation next season again. That's it for now. I think they're third two in the league. So yeah, that's me's man. That's not me. Why would I support Dortmund? They're direct opposition. I guess I'm interested on Misa's behalf, even though he's not around today, it seems. But yeah, and also yes, but that's that's simply put. I do watch a lot of German football if I have the time. In particular, also second league, but um, it just due to the fact that I know that one of my regular watchers watches Dortmund's football matches, so I don't stream in these time slots usually because I know Mies won't be around, and as a result, I rarely stream there, so I might as well watch these matches. But it has nothing to do with me supporting Dortmund in particular. I liked the style of football Jurgen Klopp plays back when he was with Dortmund, very much. But I might as well watch Liverpool. Well, not for that much longer, but you know, something like this. So I hope that's a somewhat satisfactory answer. But I guess for a regular football supporter, how dare you? Are we talking the Hamburger Sportverein? They need to go down to League 3, not up again. Also, this is very much impossible. Hamburg are destined to rot in the second league for the remainder of time. It's a running joke. They usually make it to the relegation spot and then they go back down again. This is very important to us in Germany. Well, with the exception of maybe 50% of Hamburg. The other 50% will probably be very happy once St. Pauli get promoted this season. But, well, congratulations first, but also how dare you. You don't do something like this to the rest of Germany. That's not fair. We're kind of used to ridicule them. To ridiculing them. You know what I mean. So I take it you're not from Germany in that case. Otherwise you would have known. Well, or give it another year and try the same with Schalke. They will probably need to go all the way from League 3. I think it's blue shirts and white pants and red socks. Is it? Well, they are a decent team from the Hamburger Sportverein was called the Dinosaur back when they were in the first league. They had a giant clock that showed the time they were in League One. So that clock stopped at some point, but it was a ton of time, and they are. I'm not sure if they did. I think the two words have nothing in common actually. It's just, well, the same spelling, but I don't think it has anything to do with it. I think it's usually something with, you know, the icon of the city. How's it called? Button. Emblem of the city. Is that a correct word? It's probably the emblem of the city or the region or something. Sometimes they adhere to this, but it might be something completely different. I don't know. Think Hoffenheim, for example. They are sponsored by SAP, the software company, the one with the shitty enterprise resource planning stuff that everybody uses, and you never get out of a company once it's in there. So their colors are blue and white for obvious reasons. Or I don't know. I have no idea why Wolfsburg chose green. Then again, I have no idea what the official color of Volkswagen is, so yeah. And obviously, in most cases, it's some sort of tradition that's 100 years old and they adhere to it. I don't know that many clubs that change kit colors all the time. That's not a thing in Germany, as far as I'm aware. The away kits are more debatable. Well, I do like hamburgers, by the way, in general. The food. Also the people. Hamburg is a really pretty city. Well, I guess it is a city. So, matches on Saturday. That's all we have here. This is rubbish. What's going on here? Might have been a match prior to that. Any club you do support, by the way? Mr. Williamson? Just in, obviously, the Hamburger Sportverein, which is very sad. But in case you support anyone else, feel free to share so I can avoid talking trash about them too. I hope it's not Man City or something. I'm not being serious, by the way. But I guess you can tell. Inter Miami. Well, if only I knew anything about them. I think I watched a little American, like I guess at your place it's called soccer. But that's been a few years ago on the zone. It was kind of funny. The pitches were fairly narrow, at least from the camera perspective. Mies explained that to me at some point. Give me a second. What's Borussia? Oh, yeah. So it's a Latin word for poison. And poison is a former version of the German kingdom, something like that. That makes sense. So something, I guess the English word is Prussia. So it's a regional thing. Or, I don't know, heritage thing? You want to put it that way? What does he want? Doesn't like the quickness. Go away. We will have more quickness training and you will like it. Sure. Where is it? Under 21s enjoy big win over under 19s. Aberdeen, 2 goals. I still don't think I want him on a permanent basis in the senior squad. This one, Hassan, 18-year-old. It's fairly pacey, and apparently he will learn how to cross if we keep him around for another 20 years. And Olegs scored. By the way, Olegs, that would be better, yes. Alright. How long do we want him? Obviously as long as possible. And maybe for 45 euros. Yes, he can have a wage raise, that's fine. Let's make it 5%. Well, 5 years is impossible. We have 2. What we can do is we put him put in an optional extension too. And this clause, maybe he will probably agree to it far more easily. We do it like this. Slap in a 50% clause in case we get relegated, which doesn't matter anyway because he will be released then. Well, no, he might not be. Never mind. I'm confused already. Well, we could make the optional extension 3 years, but then he will probably scream in our faces and we want to solve this thing. So I'll make it 50. Who cares? He's well worth the money if he agrees to a contract like this. He doesn't. He hates it. Contract length is very much important to him. Okay. So let's put in the additional clauses, be a little more reasonable. He wants a requested wage. Sure. You get 55. I get my optional extension. Cool. Now tell me you want it for an additional year. Nope, he doesn't. Alright. Where the hell is he? There. Obviously, I cannot piss him off, given that he's no agent, so we will reduce all of this. Also make this 2 years. He doesn't like it. You need to endure this now, that's just something I do. Does he need an appearance fee at all? Yes, he does. The 5% increase important to him. It isn't. Fantastic. That is great. Also, in case we get relegated, which will not happen most likely, I want a slight wage reduction here. He's expensive after all. We might just make it to 50% here. Come on, man. You will accept it. You are a loyal person, aren't you? Great. He doesn't need a gold bonus, does he? Perfect. Okay, that's it. Way better. So we get him for 55, if he agrees to this. Did this answer your question, Journal, by the way? With the performances, I mean, I guess most of them played fairly well. It was a very dominating display, apparently. They enjoyed a big win, whatever it means. Oh, 4-0. So, yeah. Big win. Which just means that our under-19s is a trash. Alright. Thanks. Always. This Mahasir... He's insane! What is happening? For our level of play, this is absurd. He might just get some composure after all. Or even some strength. And I seem to remember he's fairly susceptible to injuries. Yes, it says here. This might be above average though. The history... Well, he got very lucky. Considering the susceptibility to injuries so far. Might have to do with the fact that he plays day in and day out. Yeah, and he's always very sharp. So that might have saved him. Similarly with Baru most of the time. I forget about the rest. So, Sam, do you know anything about Malaysian football? Or did you ever manage there? I guess you play Football Manager yourself. Do you have any save going on? Feel free to share. If you want to. Is both transition restrict now? Just set this up in the wrong way. Where's the schedule? Wrong schedule. There. There's ball retention and restrict. Of course I can't scroll through these. Yeah, this is bullshit. There we go. Better. Moment. Save it. That's fine. That's also fine. Apparently we hammer our affiliate club again. No, that's okay. Mazir had an 8.0 rating. Next up is Sabah. So in a week, we will play against our historic rivals. Also, Zakaria is so exhausted. He definitely needs a rest. So we will be careful now with those that need a rest. I think actually both of them. Training. Why can't we rest them? Can I rest you? Of course. Yeah, I probably can't do it to Servin. That's the thing. Servin? We will need to deal with the absence of Bardrul Hisham. Rest. Give him a rest for a day. Servin. Servin. Yeah. Well, Juan Servin. I'm trying to get used to it. Once he plays for us repeatedly, I will probably remember. Bro, tell me a goalkeeper to buy. What level? What level, what time frame? Someone I know in real life? I mean, maybe I can come up with something. What's the circumstances? Or how are the circumstances? Do you have monies? Oh. Well, you might want to try Alex Meyer, come to think of it. He never really played that much. Premier League level. Well, Alex Meyer is not the one then. I don't know. Premier League level is hard. Are you willing to sit it out with a younger player that might make a mistake here and there, but that has high potential? Or are we talking like he must perform now? Well, anyway, it's fairly easy. I think I would go with Atubolo in this circumstance. I see. Apparently in my save he made it all the way to Bayern Munich. But Noah Atubolo is from Freiburg. And Freiburg are, well, he's their number one right now. He's very good. He had, how do I put this? Some bumps in the road, but Christian Streich stuck with him, and he's still with them. So I would say for Premier League level, it should be a good idea as a backup. You might see some sense in that, though. Somebody that's okay with being second choice. I have no idea who Vicario is, by the way. This one? Okay. Well, I don't know. Your selection is very limited once you reach that level. Definitely. I would argue you're probably in a good spot if you scout for goalkeepers that are a second option in big leagues like Germany, maybe Spain, Italy, something like this, or number ones in the United States or something. That would probably do. Then again, if I interpreted it correctly, so if I got the correct Victario, depends on how many years he still has in him, right? Goalkeepers can play all the way to 40 sometimes. Then again, sometimes they decline really, really hard. It depends on the individual player and the random seed in Football Manager. Well, who is that? Hi, Mies. Welcome back to the stream. Yes. Yes. There we go. Welcome to the senior squad. Right immediately. Do we have a strikers? No, we don't. We don't have a strikers group. Now we have one. Elbug. Olegs, and Juan. You think so? He might be influenced by them. This one, with Sum, that's an interesting group because they avoid using the weaker foot. I'm not sure if I want to have that on him. Does he know how to use his weaker foot? Yes, he does, somehow. So I guess maybe the young professionals group would be more appropriate. Something like this. They are not very professional, but they might be somewhat. They are also closer to his personality, I guess. He has no influence whatsoever on them, but gets significant influence from them. I see. Well, I'm in 2026. So, yeah. Also, as I said, I don't know the guy. I'm really bad at this. I see. Well, it's always a question of cost of opportunity, though. If you find somebody that has even higher potential, then obviously, you know, the emotional attachment is not what you're going for, usually. Cool. I don't care. Go away. Why did I sign you in the first place? We had a youth intake Mies, and it was trash with one exception that is now in the senior squad. We should transfer list Mod Jalil, it says. You don't say. Sure, we can do that. Maybe somebody wants him. Diego's in decline again. Cool. This is what we're looking for. It will take about 15 seconds until Mies tells me to play him as a poacher. Well, strictly speaking, what's left of our youth intake now is 100% shit, yes. Considering he's no longer part of the youth intake. Rick Artista? He can't pass a ball. Vision's low. I think I'll stick to pressing forward, actually. Well, that's just me. I'm cheap by nature. We all invested in, I don't know, blackjack and hookers, I guess. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I realize I really tried to get rid of him, okay? So, in case you're wondering, Sam, these two have been around for, how long is it, a year? They know everything about this safe, and also very much about me. So I expect a bunch of very, very, I guess, heard some memes after the stream again. How's it called? It's not insulting. Insulting is too hard. Anyway, I like it the way it is. Yes, I remember. It was a mistake. I stand by that. Sure. In fact, I think there will be a pop-up. Hits. Okay. Oh, well, who the hell are you? He's still under contract. The money's correct. He wants to leave. Hi. Come over, please. Sweden to Malaysia is not that far away. He's very keen on joining Sarawak United. Wants to be star player 325 to 425. How about no? So, Olegs is not registered. Oh, yeah, that's an issue. So we can't play him actually. Well, he wouldn't be able to play in the under 19 sider. This is not the correct formation. We will do the usual stuff here. No, I can't. It's out of the transfer window. I cannot register player outside of the transfer window. Here we go. Not possible. Also, there's squad sizes. I don't know. Let's unregister Ismail. Get Olegs in there. Can't confirm it. Transfer window is closed. So I think the transfer window and registration window are the same over here in Malaysia. He doesn't want to come over for a trial. Well, I'm sad to see that. Sure. You're talking about the cup that we got thrown out of? That one, yes. We lost in penalties. I blame it on Zakaria. Oh no, that's on the upcoming cup. Well, next season, yes, but there will be a transfer window prior to that, so we're okay. There is no cup coming up this season. Cup's done, both of them. We were thrown out of the Shupi Piala FA and we were thrown out of the Piala Malaysia. We're done. That's we have 4 league games to do now, and we have to watch Selangor and hope that they lose all the time. I do think we have a bunch of trials these days. We will probably find an opportunity to play somebody somewhere. I think it was the second. I think the second cup is if you lose it. No, I have no idea. Maybe. Well, we'll find out. But I don't think there is. And if there is, I will be surprised by it, and then we'll all be fine. Honestly, I can barely remember. So I don't want to predict either way. You might be 100% right about this. I don't know. So these two, they actually matter. These matches. Oh yeah, there's no friendly in between, so I guess you got that right. Okay, where do we put it though? Well, somewhere around here maybe. And apparently it's been a while that we played against Sarawak, so we might as well do that, right? 4. 4, and it's a 2-point gap, but Selangor have 2 matches in hand, so it's hopeless, more or less. I doubt that we will close the gap. Obviously, we'll still want to win today, but I doubt it. Now, if Selangor for some reason, yes, I realize. So this is why we have this stream now for 2 hours and 17 minutes without a single match. We had 3 friendlies though, and Severin managed to hurt himself and recover from, I don't know, what happened to him again? Sprained ankle ligaments. So he never, well, he made a few cup games, cup appearances for the club, but he never made a league appearance for the club yet, because his contract didn't start yet, but he's already hurt. Great. That's it. I'm really excited by this prospect. Hopefully, he will make a big impact. So the attacking part now seems soft, I guess. Elbug, Servin, and whatever Rai called. Olegs Raj. Me too. Now we just need to get the power on the pitch, I guess. That also means that we have a ton of options. Because, well, as long as nobody hurts themselves. But Elbug basically is still our standard option, our go-to option. These two, I think he will learn how to play in attacking midfield if it comes to it. And Juan, on the other hand, can already play as a striker if it's needed. He's just trolling, isn't he? We should, I don't know. Hit him with a pipe. No. But please don't do that. Walk in Tambun. You're just happy to see me. Or maybe Jaron Nollet, I don't know. Maybe it's also Sam. That's not what I wanted here. Probably Ankun, probably Diego. Diego's suspended. Great. Probably Zakaria. Probably Halim, given that Badrul Hisham is suspended. Probably Mahazir, because as always. Probably Fakrullah. No. No. I will not. The suffering is your job, not mine. I'm not the suffering type. I suffer enough by choosing the club that I chose. I've had enough. My tolerance for additional suffering is inexistent. I will not do that. We could. What would that mean? We play against Sabah. Away from home. They are 11th in the league. Yeah, that's not too bad. Good idea. So that would mean Zakaria plays Baldwin in midfield and Ankun plays as some sort of playmakerish type. Ahmad got this. I don't know what to think about him now. Given that you're cheering for Ahmad. He did try to develop a little bit recently. He might just be available on the pitch today. Onlal Pega's available too. Well, there's progress here. It's just the wrong way. We could also actually take off Zakaria. Play him. Ghazali. Sure, why not? Let Zakaria sit this one out. So, backup goalkeeper. Why did I put him on Enganche? I think it was due to the dribbling. No, I know. It was for the lack of movement. I did not want him to roam around that much. So I want him to be in the middle of the pitch. That said, in this situation, that's a bit weird. I guess we could try advanced playmaker on support. Shoot less often, take more risks. Then again, I would just slap in the dribble less again. So I'll keep it like this. This is just another instruction for me. He also has a hit. Well, no, it's not hidden. He also holds position, but that's fine. So I will stick to this. It's basically the same, with the exception of the dribble less and the, well, it makes sense for him to dribble less. I'll keep it. Okay. And also hold position, but that's fine. Can't play him. I don't know. What do you guys think? I guess it must be, well, the best save ever is hard to tell. I liked this one. Well, we made it to the first league somewhere, so I guess that counts. That's not fair though. We back in FM23, we also made it to the first league in Indonesia. But yeah, this might be the best one ever. It let me say it was very surprising, at least, considering the circumstances of the club, to get them promoted and also to challenge for the title. I didn't expect that. Not really challenging for the title yet, but we're close. Okay. So we need a central defender. We don't have a right back. I guess we have a left back in Kamarudin. Diego's not available, so McManamy for sure. Playmaker-ish option. Right winger. I guess Van Lalpeka because there's nobody else around. And a second left back? It's not funny, Mies. Not funny at all. But in case this is an honest question, it's not existing. So I really hope that we can change that. Can we have a right back, please? Somebody like... Who the hell are you? No. No. Abidin, sure. Come with us. I can, of course. It wasn't here. No, it was all over Malaysia, and then reputation clubs there. So apparently we made it past Harini, but we are still less reputable than PDRM. So there's a little bit of way to go there. Still rock bottom in the league, from a reputation perspective. On the other hand, Sembilan are really working hard. Well, their reputation did increase there. I don't know, KL Rovers and Penang will probably go past us at some point. The way it is set up right now. Maybe. Maybe. That would be great. So maybe we would have a bunch of reputation and then a few more supporters in the stadium. That would help a lot. The stadium is gigantic in comparison to the amount of people that's in there, or that are in there usually. So that would be great. Okay. I probably should have looked at Sabado. Where's the scouting report? That's all great. Let's have a look at this. Well, shit. Okay. So, they are well below us in the league, but apparently from a quality perspective they are fine. No work ethic though. So, given that we holy fuck, 19 points of jumping, 16 points of strength, and he's fairly slow. He isn't though. Wow. Okay. Not sure how we can beat these guys. We'll just try. Play attacking football. I guess no floated crosses, considering the situation. We'll keep them mixed. Let the players decide. Sure. Let's see about this. This all is good. For the next match, we have to deal with this person. Dribbling's fairly high. That's an issue. Finishing is not that high, so I guess I'm more inclined to avoid the foul in the penalty area. Composure is decent. First touch is great. Marking that player out of the match will be hard due to combination of off-the-ball movement and, well, the anticipation is not that high, but quickness is decent. Don't know what to do about him anyway. Rodin, dribbling is okay-ish. Finishing is very high. That's sad, he has a very weak left foot. Bravery is somewhat low, strength is low. With that dribbling, I'd rather not do anything here. Keep it as it is. Bruno Di Ball. Dribbling's decent. The entire mental part is good. He seems to be in physical decline. The problem is he's very good otherwise. We can try to mark him out of the match, but this will not happen. I hate players like this. He's good. He's probably very good for this league. So I'm not sure what to do here. Probably mark him tightly and maybe also tackle him hard despite the high dribbling attribute. Well, that might result in free kicks though, so I'd rather not. Telmo Castanheira, he's Portuguese, he's Brazilian. These two are from Malaysia, okay. I didn't say anything. Dribbling's low, bravery is, okay. I guess. Not sure what to do here. Maybe show him to the wicker foot. Safari. Did I forget anything here? Not sure. Passing's only a 9. He's the better passer. And his off-the-ball movement's bad. Yes, I forgot something. Need to mark him out of the match. This one though, passing's worse. Bravery is low, strength is low, dribbling's okay. Portuguese, I'd mark the Portuguese. I came to that conclusion, but thank you very much. You are correct. I have similar. Well, yeah, I think I have the same opinion. So I did that. Yeah. We could try to put some pressure on this guy. At least the composure is fairly low. First touch, on the other hand, is decent, but I think we need to win the ball at some point, somewhere. And to force a turnover on Safari is not a bad idea, I think. This guy's passing is shit. So chances are we will not need to mark him tightly. Passing is probably a 4 max. So don't mark him tightly. This guy's passing is 7. That's better. Left back. Crossing's decent. Very pacey. Off the ball movement's not that impressive, but it would be the job of Baru, and I'd rather have Baru more forward, I guess. Dribbling's low. Bravery is okay-ish. The strength is okay-ish too. So probably not going hard on this guy. This will not help. Passing's very good on him, given that he's a central defender. Off the ball movement is inexistent. Marking him out to match though, that will not help. Or marking him tightly. I mean, we could man mark him. He probably wouldn't be able to run away from his marker. So that's an option. But marking him tightly, probably not. And he likes long range passes and he can play them. So I guess we mark him specifically Perez. Which means Dominic Tan will play the long passes, which isn't good either. But he's more important. So Gabriel Perez is your specific job for today. Congratulations. He will have fun with that. 19 points of jumping, 16 points of strength. I did not say mark him tightly though, so hopefully he doesn't. That's Quentin Cheng. That's also impressive. Good crossing, good passing, I don't know. How did they end up in 11th place? What the hell happened? Yeah, cool. Alright. So we'll submit this. Yeah. Then again, I like it dirty and without money, apparently. Okay. So, what do I think of this? We are the underdogs, apparently. We need to win here to improve our chances of qualifying. Let's get the job done. I don't know. Sabah have lost 6 in a row in the league, so we have no excuses not to win here. This is the way it is. Nobody's interested. Great. Good having this talk. So, I will just be encouraging again. Then we'll have a little break and then we'll do the match. So, BRB, and then we'll see each other for the first half. Welcome to our match against Sabah, away from home. Also, I have peanuts in my mouth, so sorry for the pronunciation. That said, we need to win this. In fact, we need to win all of the remaining matches if we want to stand a chance. To get us not promoted but to the Champions League. Otherwise, it's probably third place. So, this is a historic rivalry, for some reason. And they have the way better players. Funnily enough, they lost the last 6 matches. I have no idea why. That said, maybe we should do something like this, come to think of it. Play a little wider. They play a fairly narrow formation, so they might have issues with the crossing. Christopher, back to Masrin. Cross maybe? Cross maybe. And Baru's header. That's not bad. You can do better. But it was an opportunity. What do you guys think? Win? Lose? By how much? Oh, the Balt's passing is dangerous. Pass back to Paris. Just look at the amount of pressing there is. Great turnover. Alright, I'm out. Play a decent pass. That's alright. Thanks. Did I give a TED talk though? Free. Well, at least somebody's hoping for goals here. What? It's a yellow card. For Fakrula. I don't think that's fair. He was ways away from goal. That could have been no card whatsoever. Yeah, well, my bad. I see. Well saved by Chinsu soon. But could I have done it much sooner? I mean, I guess without all of the youth player stuff and so on. Maybe we could have saved half an hour. No, I'm just thinking aloud. I didn't take it for complaint. You know, you probably don't care anymore, given that you sunk way more than 100 hours into this stream. Probably 200 at this point. You might just be used to it. Decent pass. Well, Ankun. That's not what I was looking for. The lack of chances created is a bit concerning. Alright. We face a corner. No issues, they only have a central defender with 19 points of jumping. Can't be too hard to defend. We'll take that. And another corner. So short corners on both sides. Alright. Well, Baru. What the hell, Baru? Why? Given some encouragement. And we hope it gets a little bit better. They do not create much so far. Both sides, actually. Oh, they like to play it from the back. Well, in that case, we prevent short goalkeeper distribution, don't we? At least we can try. Alright. And another free kick. Well, I thought it was outside. Apparently the referee has a different opinion. Dubal wins the header and Kairudin is unmarked. Who's this Kairudin person? One of the strikers. Cool. Yeah. He got away from everyone. I don't know what to say. Well, if this is not a yellow, I don't know what is. Great play overall, but it all comes to nothing for now. Elbug! Hits the wall. Ooh, that second one. Ouch. Well done. He forced the turnover. Not too bad. We could try to focus down the right, given that he's on a yellow card now. I think that makes sense. Even though Baru is not the strongest guy. Well, he's not the best player on the pitch. Down the left now. Good pass. And that's bad ball control. Did any of you see anything so far? Anything noteworthy that maybe we should change? Alim on the ball. Two men follow him. Good cross. Ahmad. At close range. I mean, okay, he was offside anyway. But, wow. Come on, guys. You're not doing that badly. They seem to be able to spread play fairly wide. Good pass by Ankun. Nasrin, will he get the ball back inside? Not bad. Elbug! Wow! Okay, I didn't expect that. What the hell happened? So, the cross was way misplaced, wasn't it? Went to the far post. And this is a, well, against Gabriel Perez and Dominic Tan, Elbug wouldn't have a chance. Against Kim Yoon-do, apparently he has. That's a 9-point jumper, 6 points of strength. He might just have gotten out of position a little bit. So that's better. Now we just need more of this. Free is still within the realm of possibility, it seems. That's offside, isn't it? Yep. Good play, bad play. On the left there's so much space though. I probably shouldn't have restricted to the right. Yep, exactly. Mazrin, not a cross. This time Gabriel Perez is in the right spot. Halim, Baru. Ball control's fine, not bad. That was close. Christopher. Zali, Mazrin, will he go past his men? The pass certainly did. That was very close again. Not bad either. Oh no. What's the knock? Doesn't show apparently. Matrin. Good opportunity. 10 men. So we could put him on support maybe. Mazarin's already on attack duty here. I do not want to focus on overlap to the left too much. Otherwise they wait for Mazarin to be there as a primary way of build-up play. On the other hand, that might not be a bad idea actually. Because Christopher would go through the middle and the middle is congested, right? So we actually try to go over with Mazarin. And we could have a similar approach here, but there's no right foot, no left-footed option here. Obviously we could bring on Da Costa Lima and set him to inside forward and overlap with Halim. But Halim's already a weak option in general. He also has taken a knock, as he's hampered by injury. We might need to play either Da Costa Lima or, well, Abidine on the right defensive side. I think I'll wait though. Dressing room. I don't know, he might recover. Where the hell is he? Here, he might recover. So, am I happy with this performance? I don't know. I want to win. I think neither. So Mazarin never even heard of a right side. He has no idea. Kamarudin to a degree. That even makes sense, doesn't it? In this kind of, facing this kind of formation, we could bring on Kamarudin, set him to inverted wingback on support. So now he can provide some cover here, and in particular cover in the middle. And it's not as congested anymore with Baru out here. So Baru can drift wider now. That's not too bad. We can try something like this. Dribble less and shoot less often is fairly good on him, taking fewer risks and probably easing off tackles. Does he know how to tackle? He's a decent tackler, so that's fine. Passing risks, on the other hand, I'd rather not have on him. Oh, that's okay. We'll keep it like this. Alright, dressing room. So what do I tell them? I think I'll go with I'm happy with this performance so far. It's an away match against our rivals. We didn't make it back, being 1 goal behind. And the overall performance was fine. They might not agree entirely, but they haven't been unlucky. I'm not unhappy with it, given that this is away from home. We need more possession. So we challenge them again. Well, why not? Okay, if you say so. Seems to work. He conceded, he had a yellow. He's not doing well. Maybe Zakaria makes an appearance in minute 50 or 60. That all is not good enough, according to the rating. The rest of it, I'm okay with it. Rather not touch him too much. But in this case though, just encourage them again. They can still improve. Even though Elbug did score, seems. Kamarudin. Make the difference, man. Alright. 30-second break, then we'll watch the second half. I think Zakaria was fairly exhausted recently, so to give him some rest is probably not a bad idea. I'll bring him on though. We still have 3 substitute breaks. I'll bring him on in the second half at some point. Let's give the other guy 10 minutes. And then we'll see. This is what an inverted wingback looks like. Interesting. Baru's on the line now though. That's great. Exactly where we wanted him. Not bad. Mazrin Ahmad. Mazrin with a cross from deep. And that's a corner. Minute 48. Go! I want that win. In particular, given that it's Sabah. Not bad. There's 14, there's nearly 15k people in this stadium. Probably 3 away fans. Did they sub anyone? Doesn't look like it. That's dangerous. Wow. Wow. Decent pass from deep down. Yeah, Ghazali's on a 6.4. You were correct. That's it. Thank you very much for your service, and I'm very happy that you will not sign for us anytime soon. This all is decent. It's in accordance with the role. He'll be fine. Anyone else? Not really. To be fair, he knows how to turn these things around. He just didn't show recently. On the other hand, he still has his whole career for him. Theodore just scored Zakaria. It's fine too. Best sub ever. Why not? Praise! We're second now. At least for the moment. Ankun seems to be very motivated and inspired by some reason. Yeah, for some reason. It might be Zakaria's impact. Ooh, that's not a bad pass. Damn, Christopher. Well done, Mahazir. As always, I might add. Marudin, out for Baru. Baru. Is this a good tackle? Seems to be. Sad. This is somewhat borderline famous orange. Tends to say sometimes. Thanks, man. Thanks. Check is in the mail, yes. It will be minus 15 euros or whatever it is in freedom units. Yellow card for Zakaria. Please stay on the pitch. We need you. That's fine. He's off tackles a little bit. He can take more risks. Passing, that's okay. That's alright too. Currently Pahang are in the process of winning against Kelantan for now. Zakaria, Mazrin. Still Mazrin. Skips past his man. Good cross from deep. And that's a corner. Sure. Well, to be fair, we did have the better chances now. That though. Well played. Ankun, that's offside, isn't it? Should have taken the shot. It was a good idea with that pass, but he should have taken the shot. Now they do not seem to distribute in a short manner anymore. Good pass by Ankun. Ahmad. That wasn't a bad pass by Ahmad. I've thought about it, yes. Then again, the yellow carded status didn't seem to have much of an effect lately. Careful. And well, the alternative is to have a youngster on the pitch for Pakrola. I realized that we need to play them at some point. In this match though, not so sure. On the other hand, it hardly matters, does it? That's a good pass. Well, what can we do? So, we would need to play Matnor. So we do that. Ankun seems to be somewhat tired. Not sure if I want to take off Ankun though. On the other hand, Ahmad doesn't contribute at all, so I guess Van Lalpeka makes a comeback. That also changes the lineup a little bit. He's more focused on the attacking part. And we go down the wings anyway, so it makes sense for him to be in the penalty area. And then there's also Harsey, but that would imply that the overlapping topic would need to go away. I'm not sure if I like that. So I think I'll stick to this for now. We still might have an opportunity to turn this thing around. That's a good pass by Bruno Ball. That's exactly what he's looking for all the time. It's normal to kill the balls, right? Yeah, that wasn't even close, man. And we're back to third. Oh, Selangor are, well, they dropped. But they still have the 2 matches in hand, so I doubt that they will not win the league. Not bad. A little pickup was there. Kamarudin, still Kamarudin. Turns back around. Ankun. Good long shot. Corners are always an opportunity. Not as long as these guys are on the pitch there. I'm not sure if this was offside. Might have been. We get through it. Okay. Get that ball back, please. Preferably without a foul. Well done. Well intercepted by Zakaria. That's really good. Ankun, that's a nice pass too. Nice win. Delays play way too much. Ankun again. Christopher. Okay. Wow. That was a good opportunity. Didn't look that impressive, but he scored from these opportunities time and time again. In particular in this match, I think the first goal was exactly like this. Well, more or less. That's alright. If we move, well, they are not used to it. If we move it even higher, well, we're talking about the pressing line, right? There's one. They have no idea how to play like this. It would put pressure on the central defenders. These are the ones that distribute the ball fairly well, so I guess that makes sense. And I don't have anything to lose. I'll follow with the follow through with this recommendation. Why not? If we concede on a counter, I blame it on you. Wow. Well, that's not what I was looking for. We still have 10 minutes. Might as well sub somebody on. Ankun did play fairly okay, it says here. Let's bring on McManamy. Give him some time on the pitch. Baru on a yellow card now. Elbug with another free kick. Baru! Oh, come on, why did you not take the shot? Holy fuck. That was... what a dribble. They would have built him a statue. You can always identify McManamy on this pitch. He's like a beacon, just from the color of his skin. It's really funny. Well, I guess from the perspective of an entitled white person, maybe. Get it? No, he doesn't. Damn it. Shall we overload? Results on the league say we are third. Selangor did not play. Pahang seemed to win. We need to win. It doesn't matter if we lose, we need to win. So we throw it all in front. Forward all the way. Score. Apparently we don't. Well, that should be offside. Yep. Jinsu Sung could have saved the day. He didn't. Okay, they brought somebody new on. Whatever. Another header. Another corner. Another chance. Well done for now, Nazar and McManamy. Not bad. Zakaria. More? Is this a good pass or a bad pass? It's a bad pass. Nearly. Well, close. "40 seconds. Oh, that's a good one. Come on, man. Alright, yeah. I mean, I guess why not? Would have also been a good idea to take a pass, use a pass there. Wow. We nearly conceded. Match is still not over. Should be over now, though. Alright, the draw. I'm not too disappointed, am I? Well, some of the performances have been... Just think of Bauru. That dribble in the penalty area was really impressive, and then he didn't hit the back of the net. He did hit the hand of the goalkeeper for some reason. There's some appearances here that are disappointing. Jinseo Sums, Ahmad's. Well, to be fair, it was a difficult situation with that formation on the pitch. Ghazali. Maybe I should have focused down the wings a little bit more early on. Bakrula had a not very impressive match. We did concede 2 goals. That's never good. So I think I'm disappointing. Yeah, I'm also disappointing, probably, to somebody. I think I'll push them a little bit more. So it seems like as long as there's an argument for it, we can usually go with the more negative feedback. It's not too bad. Motivating them even more. It's a draw. So we're still third. Selangor have 3 matches in hand. Pahang leave us in the dust. Well, I was hoping for more, but it is what it is. That's it. I'll wrap it up now. Enough for today. Thank you very much for suffering through 2.5 hours without a match with me, Ronald. And also, as always, thanks for being around and, well, welcome back. We will probably see each other again on Monday. See ya, and have a nice weekend. Bye.